Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are back, and today is a special video because I actually want to open a pack. So I actually went on eBay, bought a bunch of cards, and just to like reward myself after a busy months of school. And yeah, I feel like this time has come, so I got this. So this is actually apparently a pack of 10 that may contain rares. So I got this from R&B Pokeshop, so shout out to him. And yeah, I mean, I just want to see how this goes. I'm not sponsored or anything, I just buy with my own money. It's just how it goes. So yeah. Tell me, how's your day? Good? Alright. Hope everything's doing well. St. Patrick's Day. Leprechaun, son of a gun. Okay. Lucky Charms. Okay, alright. Yeah, let's get this right into it. I don't even know what I'm saying. Sorry guys, I'm on crack. Just getting probably high dose of glucose right now. Sugar rush, or I'm caffeinated. Oh no. Okay, let's just open this pack. So this is vintage, so it's gonna be base set to possibly Neo. So hopefully I won't hear the cards without breaking it. Okay. Start off with this batch. Okay. Alright. Here we go. So we got these sets of cards. I don't even know what's going on. Put them in the sleeve. Alright, let's see what we get. Here we go. Energy. Man, this feels weird. I actually never... The last time we did it, we opened a pack, so that was something. But let's, I guess, do this again. That was a whole different experience. So we got Leaf, Grass Energy. All right, sorry guys. My dog was barking at something, so I had to deal with that. Okay, so we got Potion, the Chop. Oh, Showers. I mean, we already have one, so nothing new there. And a Rhyhorn. Nice. And then Ward Point. I actually need a Ward Point, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, that's our 5 cards right there. At least we got a Grass Energy, a Ward Point, the Rhyhorn. I mean, at least it's a better condition Rhyhorn, I guess, compared to the others I have. But yeah, nothing too special. But yeah, this is a part of the fun. I think I'd rather buy vintage packs instead of the modern, because I feel like modern cards are just like, first of all, I can't even find them, and second of all, I feel like they're getting a little bit pricey nowadays, so I might as well just go with vintage. They're more familiar, and I love the format that I'm sticking with. Okay, so we got Charmander, Vanna. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, there's my 4th Vanna right there. Snubble. That's so cool, actually. I love like the pattern going on the floor. Okay, let's read this actually. Roar! Flip a coin of heads if your opponent has any bench Pokemon. Okay, so you switch out. And then Lick. That's actually a terrible attack. I don't know why they did that to Snubble. It would have been good if it would be like a 1 energy move to fight against Lick and Tongue, but that's what it is. We got Stantler. Okay. Stomp, you flip a coin. Oh, where's the furry damage? And then Mystifying Horns. It's confused.
Try!
I do like the background on this. It's pretty nice. And the lighting on Stantler's horns. Attention to details. And you can see this like Charmander fire tornado going on in the background. That was pretty iconic. But yeah. Alright, last card. Okay, we got Farfetch. Alright. I mean, that was the pack. That was literally the pack. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not like, you know, was I getting excited? I guess I was getting a little bit excited, but, you know, it is what it is. Guess the best thing, we got 4 points. Grass energy. Darn, okay. I guess the shadow is my chop, but wait, I got one. And the Stantler, I guess. I guess I needed that. And the Charmander. So overall, I think it's okay. You know, it's after all, it's a pack. It is part of the fun, I guess. So yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna end this here. I'm actually gonna show you the cards that I got through the mail. Just to extend this a little bit. This is like getting a little bit. Oh, what? This is it? Okay. Alright. So just in case if that's really it. Why is it foggy, bro? Focus. Okay, so I actually got all the cards that I bought through eBay, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so the stack on top, we got Psycho AG. Nothing on that. This is clearly e-reader. Versus, okay.
Bruh.
Still e-reader energy. And then we get Huntail. I mean, usually no one reads these cards, but I'm gonna read it. Fuck it. Diver's Catch, when one of your water Pokemon is knocked out. You know, put all the basic Pokemon attached to the Pokemon into your hand instead of discard. So that's pretty nice. Still pretty conditional, I think. And this one is just very conditional too. For your prize cards, you drop up 4 to 4, and then we got the card sticker. Nice. You got Samazenta, which I'm not sure we read it.
No!
You guys don't even need to read it. And then we got the Steelix, which you know, this looks pretty badly damaged, but you know, I guarantee it's very I would say it's very cheap, yeah. You know, got a very good price, so nothing to complain. Steelix has raised in price, so yeah. I think at that time there's like, I don't know, I was like debating should I build a Steelix thing, and at the time I could have got like free Steelixes for like $30, but I didn't. So I blame on myself for doing so. Okay, so we got Swinus, Power Swine. You already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a Power Swine deck. And that'll be possibly in a future video, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna make some more deck profiles if you guys are interested. I have no idea if like, cause I was on a hiatus and focusing on a lot of things. So yeah, this camera thing. What the heck? You guys can't see. You only see the sun right now. Okay, got it. Age Stadium. Very useful. And then Pokemon Tower. Pokemon Tower, I mean, it's in Japanese, but all it does, like, it prevents anything that comes out the discard pile, so it just stays there. So if the player use Item Finder, they can't do anything, or like use Energy Charge, they can't take it out of the discard pile. So yeah, really useful. Also pretty expensive. I feel like the English version worth like $20 just for one, because it is a Black Star promo card, and we all know how they go. Pretty pricey, except for like Promo Star Black promo Mewtwo, because of the accessibility of the digital and the movie. So mainly the digital copy, because that one is a lot cheaper than that one. But I do like the art on the Black Star promo, the movie version of the Mewtwo, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So I got the Japanese version. I got it for roughly $15, so definitely slightly cheaper, but not by a lot. So yeah. Plus it has great art. Like that. Pokemon Tower. Ultra, Mr. Fuji, that boy. The one that got kidnapped by Team Rocket. Honestly, I think I spent possibly roughly possibly 100. So yeah, overall not cheap. So yeah, and I mean I just did it for the sake of it, since it has been a long time ever since. But yeah, I also got the Moonstone, which is actually a vending series card. Look at that art. So this actually lets you search your deck for normal evolution cards, so such as like Clefable, Wigglytuff. Unfortunately, not the Nidos like Nidoqueen, Nidoking, right? Since they also use the Moonstone, but unfortunately it doesn't apply to Dooms, so it's only colorless types. So you can search for specifically evolution, and it actually does wonders because of that. Because Wigglytuff, Clefable, Dodrio, they're very like buy with plays. So you know, this card, if it was in the West produced, it would have seen so much play because of it. But unfortunately it didn't. So, I don't know, some of the cards in the Wizard of the Coast era, they're just kind of loosely printed, and it's just depending on their contract at that time, and I don't know, some bejambles on there. I don't even know. It was basically a hiatus to go into shambles. So yeah, moving on to Koga's Pidgey. So this one, very underrated. I might make like an underrated list for like each format, but since I've seen Shuckle TCG did that, I kind of want to do like a revamp of his videos a little bit. I don't know. We'll see about that. But for Koga's Pidgey, kind of rambling here. Its first attack, Messenger, lets you put back Pidgey's Koga's Pidgey and everything attached to it, like even the energy, the Pokemon tools, everything, back into the deck, and it's a really good cycling kind of like card. And I'm pretty sure it does something else, but I forgot a little bit. But it should, what I said, it's definitely true to its first attack, and then second attack is whatever. But yeah, it's basically a better version, or like a previous version of like Apom. Yeah, pretty much. So, you know, Koga's Pidgey, pretty underrated for what it is. But yeah, it's right here, and here, tons of sleeves. Okay. All right, and you got Narrow Gem, which it's basically Collapse Coliseum, but slightly better because it lets you put back everything back to your hand. So basically, if this actually been used with like Kingdra decks, where they just like bounce Kingdra and you just basically heal that Kingdra to full. So it's like a free scoop up if you fill up your bench. So, well, as Collapse Stadium, for like the recent ones, you have to discard them. So, yeah. But for Narrow Gem, yeah. At first, I was like, a long time ago, I thought I don't need it, but the more I'm like, okay, I must buy the stadium eventually. So, yeah. Plus, it's cheap, so I don't really care. And then Agency, again, with Kingdra decks, gotta have Energy Stadium, so I'm building that. And then Dark Vileplume, holy moly, this card is a behemoth. So this guy has hay fever and can trainer lock, which means that the player or any of them, you know, either player, you know, plays a trainer card, they cannot play it. So this is actually really nice when you're actually taking advantage of your opponent once you use all your trainer cards. Yeah, and then the freaking error with the weakness of fighting. I don't know what they were smoking on there, but yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense fighting because there's a dark, supposedly. I do like the art on this, but yeah. It's just stupid Wizard Coast errors that happen, so I got 2 of them. Alright, and then Lieutenant Surge Eradicate. Super Fame basically halves the HP round to the nearest 10. So yeah, it's a better version of like the base Eradicate, but just better. Yeah. Lieutenant Surge just got a better rat. Same with the Rattata with the Focus Energy. You're not going to attack with generally the pre-evolutions, but you know, it's there. Another Narrow Gem. No. That's swine. Again, these pre-evolutions don't even attack them. Just have them, evolve them. Okay. All right. Brock's Protection. Yeah, look at him, bro. He's really a sexy man. All right. So for this guy, he's actually not a Pokemon tool. So you attach Brock's Protection to only Brock in his name, and actually prevents any injury removal from actually stripping away the energy. So if let's just say like Brock's Onyx has tons of energy on it, like for example like 4 energy on it, and you put Brock's Protection, and if the opponent does try to injury removal, it cannot. So it prevents anything injury removal related onto Brock's in its name card. So yeah, very nice. It's like a prototype Pokemon too. Way before that. So yeah, similar to like Professor Elm as like a prototype supporter. This is like a prototype Pokemon tool. So yeah, even though they came just right about the next set, so it's crazy. But back then there wasn't much like And, you know, there's no like stripping away like Pokemon tools at that time, so it was pretty limited on like stripping away Pokemon tools, especially like Focus Band being like the most prevalent. The only Pokemon that I could think of is Houndour, the dark version of Houndour, and that card has the move Plunder attack for like one dark and one colorless, and that is like the only Pokemon can like strip away Pokemon tool, which it just pronounced trainer cards because at that time it was very fastly new. So yeah, new concept and didn't know much about it. So it's very limited. That's why Pokemon tools are pretty prevalent at that time. And then you have Venomoth, which we have the shift ability, which lets you change its typing to anything. So you can hit for weakness because of that. So yeah, if use like Venom Powder, which confuse and poison, if you get heads, you'll be dealing upwards possibly 30 damage. So that's pretty nice. Only if you get a coin flip. Plus it has free retreat, so you're not gonna have a hard time playing with this card actually. It basically takes most of the boxes. It has 70 HP. It's great art. That doesn't really count, but you know, fighting resistance, free retreats. Its only attack is decent, but since its Pokemon power does help it a lot, it does amplify the damage output significantly. So yeah, and at that time, 20 damage is actually pretty big. So yeah. And I don't know if it changes the weakness actually, since it changes type. So I don't know if that applies the weakness. I don't think it does, but I could be wrong. Alright, so you got double Gus. We should all know this. Like, you know, let's pick, choose Gus, whatever. And then Bloomberry is actually a very underrated card too. You attach it and then you can just like free retreat and then discard it afterwards. It has seen a little bit of play, but not too often compared to like Switch or like Double Gus, so, or even Warpoint. So has seen less play because of, and it's like over brothering Go Berry is just significantly better. But yeah, it's still good. It's still a good like trainer card. It just doesn't see much play because of so many cards in the era. It's just so good. And then we have Onyx with 60 HP. That's pretty, you know, it's a pretty rare encounter of Onyx having low HP, but it does have a rage attack, and that rage attack can come in handy because of I do have a knee combo with Steelix deck and Aerodactyl deck. Yeah, that'll be in the future. Alright, so we got Oddish. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I thought it was just a pack opening, but you know, since that was pretty underwhelming, you know, I might as well give you as much as I can. So you got Oddish. Wait, is that Frog? Yo, Oddish is just chilling with Frog. The thing about this, like, I don't know if you guys know this, for the arts on these dark Pokemon, but they have like some sort of significant coloration. They start Valentine. Oh, there we go. So there's like a significant coloration on this, like because Vileplume is supposed to be blue or navy blue, I don't know, and they're both green. So the fact is, like, you know, the concept of dark Pokemon at that time, they just like made some Pokemon have a different coloration, and I just, for some reason, I actually genuinely love that they try and make it a lot different and a lot more badass. if you know what I mean. So it's actually gives a more variety for the art itself, and shows that dark Pokemon have a huge color change once they have been obtained by Team Rocket. So that's crazy actually. But I just love the attention to detail. Plus the art looks pretty nice in here. You got Oddish just sitting there with a frog, a real life frog. I probably might do a video on some weird lore on these cards. It's just like some weird critiques. Yeah, it has both pretty good attacks for one energy. You could just choose and pick, you know, if you want to put the defending Pokemon to sleep or even poison. So yeah, that's why it's probably the best Oddish actually, because of the double attack and the 50 HP. The other Oddish, the Jungle Oddish, has like attack where it paralyzes and does 10 damage. So I don't know. Pick and choose if you want that one or this one. Either one. And then you have Rumble Raid. We get to it why I have this card. But Sharpshooting. I do like the art of this. Very. Who made this art? Miki Taniki. Well, shouts to them. I don't know if it's. Okay. I don't know what kind of gender, but sure. Sharpshooting. Flip a coin if heads. Choose 1 in 20 damage. Okay. So really nice. You can try to snipe the bench. I choose this over the other one because this one's just. I love sniping benches. Plus it has free retreat, so you're not gonna have a huge tough time doing that. So yeah. And Sunkern. Look at this. Isn't it adorable? It has growth, which if you flip a coin, you can actually attach 2 grass energy off your hand to Sunkern. So that is really good actually. That's pretty good. I'm astonished that some of these cards are pretty slept on. Pretty much. But yeah, this card is pretty insane because of this one attack. Mega Drain, who gives a shit about that? But that growth attack is actually very significant because of how powerful it is. And you know, this can actually boost other grass types possibly. Such as like Venusaur, right? Since Venusaur can like swap and, you know, change the position of grass energy, you can actually like opt in and combo this really well if you get a really lucky heads on the first turn. It's really good actually. People are sleeping on this, but we get to it onto this deck engine that we might build in the future. But first we got the Rainbow Energy. Look at this. Oh my god. Now this is a Japanese one, but there is an English Hollow Energy, but that one's significantly more expensive. But you know, look at this. It's just so cool. Oh, I love the Iron Rainbow Energy. It's just like, oh my god. Like, look at that. Hollowing. The hollowing just makes it so much shinier. It just, oh wow, look at that. Man, they really do a good job on like their special energy department on the art. It looks pretty insane. Especially like Miracle Energy, which is kind of shitty energy, but you know, this one, oh my god, by far like the best art on like energy so far. But you know how Rainbow Energy provides any energy. You do what the fuck? You deal 10 damage to your Pokemon that you attach to them. And then we have Rocket's Hitmonchan. I can't really see the background, but it looks really fine. Now Rocket's Hitmonchan, now it has cross counter, which is insane. So any attack that does to Rocket's Hitmonchan, it'll be double only off of like a heads. So very intimidating if you're not careful. And then it has Magnum Punch, which is just a slightly better special punch. But yeah, that cross counter is really nice. But I love the hauling on this. That's why I really want. Plus, Hitmonchan is like one of my favorite Pokemon. Yeah. Talking about favorite Pokemon, my favorite is for Alligator. Look at this sick looking card. Now this is the rep type for Alligator, the most infamous of its kind, and yeah, don't need more introduction for that. We're gonna skip through that and then scoop up. Yep. Just need another one because it goes on to that fourth. And then Lights Sunflower. This is why I bought the Sunkern. Reflected sunlight. Attach up to 2 grass energy cards from your hand to one of your grass Pokemon. This is what I'm talking about. This card is pretty slept on. And I don't know how people are not like. I guess grass types are not like as powerful because of like Blaine's Rapidash, Blaine's Charizard. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. And then you got like Steelix, so in a way, I guess like it's kind of hard to say about that. So in a way, you have to play Resistance Gym. So to combat those pros and cons, right? Those cons, I mean. So yeah, I feel like you definitely need to play Resistance Gym if you're dealing with that. Otherwise, reflected sunlight is like really good attack with double colorless, Kimmy. Plus it supports any grass energy user, so like Jungle Scyther, you know, even like Ladian or Meganium, for example, right? Or Venusaur, right? You know, so this can actually go pretty insane. And then it has Solar Beam, which is fine enough. But that reflected sunlight is pretty nice. And it has 8 HP, so it's not gonna get easily knocked out. And yeah, it's a pretty nice card, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how people are not playing this card, but oh man, I can't wait to make like a deck with that. Been waiting so long. We got another Venomoth. This is what I'm talking about, the Venet I got. And another Grass Energy. Nice.
Please help me.
And then what the
Bruh.
the Bronzong. And then a Ditto VMAX that I got. Very nice. And then I got Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz. Love the art. I love the art. Just like the flare on the lightning, sparks going on. So this Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz. It could have seen so much play if it wasn't for Rocket's Zapdos taking all of the spotlight. But has 2 attacks. Has his first move is Charge, I think, and you take 2 lightning energy out of your discard pile and then attach it to whatever Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz you have. So, and then its second attack is Discharge, so you can flip the amount of coins and the amount of lightning energy you discarded. And then if you get a ridiculous amount of hits, you can do upwards of who knows how much, you know. So yeah, it's pretty insane card. It just wasn't really that consistent in like fighting the aggressive meta at that time because it did need a lot of setup. While as Rocket Zapdos, it doesn't really need that much setup. Plus it has an attack that deals 20 damage off of 1 lightning energy, which is by itself really insane. So yeah, It did get outshined, but it's still a nice, pretty card to look at. And then you have Chaos Gym.
Oh my god,
No introduction. Chaos Gym, brief summary, if any of the players trying to use a trainer card, they have to flip a coin. If heads, they get to use it. If tails, they don't get to use it, but the opponent may use it if they chose. So they can choose to reject or use it actually. So if you're playing a Professor Oak and you fail to get the heads, then your opponent plays Professor Oak. So it's really stupid. And plus the opponent doesn't have to flip a coin if they, if you fail, it doesn't mean they had to flip a coin. So yeah, it's pretty stupid, and this Chaos Gym can just be slot out mostly around Sneechu, like Sneasel and Pichu decks. So yeah, you're gonna see that pretty often, and it's a very annoying deadly combo with among Sneasel decks, especially the infamous Slow King decks. Oh my god, that is a nightmare. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm talking about. That's torture. Alright, so we got a Pokemon breeder. Just some dude with some fish, I think, actually.
Nope.
Oh, that's not fish. That's just Pokeballs. Alright. Which is a lovely man with a mop on his head. Okay, so we got Eco Gym. Now this actually prevents any energy removal onto any age actually, so just go back to your hand. So yeah, and then no injury removal gym. The picture on here, it looks very interesting because it looks like the back room or something going on, but it has a picture of injury removal, so it has removal sign. So, but it doesn't mean that it fully gets rid of energy removal, or like super energy removal. It just means that you had to discard 2 cards to play it. So yeah, it's kind of stupid. I wish it was just primarily get rid of them entirely, but no, you just discard 2 cards to pay that. I don't know what were they thinking, but hey, all power to them. But I feel like they should have just done that. Bro, what are you doing, bro? It's just, it makes 0 sense. So, you sort of had to combine it with Eco Gym just in case. And yeah, I mean, it's still a good card. You can definitely drastically put the game onto a halt. So I'm not saying it's not a bad card per se. It's just it could have been so much better if it just gets rid of energy removal entirely. But whatever. Next we have Magby. It's a baby Pokemon, so we got the baby rule, which means they have to flip a coin every time they attack. And then it has the move Sputter, which all power Pokemon powers stop working until the end of your next turn. So that means once you attack, every Pokemon power has been stopped working. So onto your opponent's side, everything stopped working until your next turn comes in and just ends, right? So that's how the wording goes. So once your opponent ends, everything resets back to normal. So yeah, a little bit of confusion right there, but pretty straightforward. Magby is pretty nice when it comes to disabling Pokemon powers temporarily if you want to stall out a bit. Especially if you can't get the mug out, you gotta have some sort of temporary needs. Or people use Goop Gas Attack. Goop Gas Attack is another way to stop Pokemon powers briefly. But yeah. Next is, well, lastly, Dark Octillery. That's why we have the Remoraid. Forget about it. Dark Octillery, this is why we have the Remoraids. It has Ink Blast for its first attack, and this is primarily the main attack for this card. It does a flat 20 damage, but also plus 10 more for each energy attached to Dark Octillery. So that's pretty insane, actually. Plus, it's a Dark type, so it gets the benefit of Darkness energy and Rocket's Hideout. So it can increase its HP to 80 and also boost its attack by +1, so +10. So yeah, and the second attack is it's like, I mean, its second attack is pretty decent. I mean, Tentacle Wrap. If you get heads, you're paralyzed, and then tails, string your opponent's next turn. Your opponent pays extra retreat costs. So that's pretty nice. Primarily, its main attack is Ink Blast. So yeah, that one energy cost, it's significantly makes a huge difference. A lot of like one energy kind of attacks is primarily more competitive when it comes to dealing 20 damage, because at that time, like I mentioned, all the cards do have significant low HP compared to the modern format. Jesus Christ. Right now, the modern format is pretty crazy with its HP pool. I don't even know what's like the average right now. It's probably like 300, somewhere around there. 300 HP.
Double cheeked up.
Oh my god. It's also probably a reason why I never really got into the modern format nowadays. But yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a brief rundown of what I got throughout. Oh jeez. Can't believe I just made a whole entire kind of review going on. Plus pack opening that low-key shitty. But yeah, this video, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Jesus Christ, but yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I feel like my voice is like starting to like get dry and drier the more I talk, so I might need to take a break. But yeah, it's a brief rundown, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, honestly, the best card I probably got for this is definitely Rockets in my gym. Always wanted this card like, for the longest time, and for Alligator, it's for Alligator. But yeah, let me know what's your favorite card in this. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this. I mean, like I said, I'm just doing it for like the sake of like passion, not really just for that. Plus, I mean, just experimenting like any videos I stumble upon, especially that mobile horror game series that I possibly continue doing. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.